Hello everyone and thank you for watching. Now let's compare the two consoles and see the differences and try to figure out why we should choose one over the other. First, we need to mention that the Xbox Series X will cost $499 and you also have the option of buying it for $35 a month, and you will also be getting a Microsoft monthly pass for that price. The Series S will cost only $299 and you also have the option here to pay a monthly fee of $25 per month and no upfront payment, and you will get a console plus a monthly subscription to Microsoft Game Pass. This is better to know in case you have a limited budget or you don't want to spend a lot on consoles. Let's dive into other differences right now. As you can see, the Series X will be bigger and will be black, while the Series S will be smaller in size and will be white with some small downgrades to its hardware. The Series X is the version that has a Blu-ray available, while the Series S will only be exclusively digital without any disc support. The differences are quite huge when it comes to the hardware. We see the GPU, it's the same in both consoles. It's gonna be the AMD's Zen 2 and RDNA 2 architecture, only that the Series X will have 12 teraflops of processing power, while the Series X will only have 4 teraflops, so 1/3 of what the Series X has. Series S will have a rendering resolution of 1440p at 120 frames per second and will also be able to do upscaling to 4K. The Series X will have a 4K capability at 120 frames per second and will be 8K ready. On Microsoft's website it says up to 8K high dynamic range for the Xbox Series X and capable of 8K for the Xbox Series S, and then it's specified when used with the ultra high speed HDMI cable, which is sold separately. So out of the box it won't be able to offer 8K resolutions on its own, but it is possible with a separate HDMI cable. When it comes to the memory they have, the X series will have a 16GB GDDR6, while the S version will only have 10GB of GDDR6. When it comes to the storage, both consoles will have the same type of drive, only that the Xbox Series X will have an 1TB SSD, while the Series S version will only have 512GB SSD, and this is also the reason why the price differs a lot. One thing that can be done to both of the consoles is to add another USB 3.1 HDD drive and make up for the difference, but it will still involve an extra cost and it will be closer to the amount you would have paid for the X in case you would have bought that originally. One suggestion in this case is if you buy the Series S, you can wait for 1 or maybe 2 years just to see if the price drops, and when the prices drop for the SSD you can buy another external drive in this case. The 1TB Seagate storage expansion card for the Xbox Series X or S plugs into the back of the console via the dedicated storage expansion port and replicates the console's custom SSD experience, providing additional game storage at the same performance. When it comes to the things they have in common, so both of the consoles will be able to handle ray tracing and 120 frames per second. Both consoles will use the same type of controller, which is customizable and which will work with the legacy Xbox One consoles also, and vice versa. So the Xbox One controllers will work with the Series X or Series S. The new controller will also work with the Android and iOS and PC, and it will have a USB-C port to charge and play at the same time, but they will still stick to the battery pack in the future, so it's recommended that you buy some rechargeable ones. A cool feature they added is the share button, which will allow you to share pictures and videos like in case of Nintendo and PlayStation. The new controller will also be smaller to easily fit your hands, and triggers will have the tactile dots to help you grip them better. In both consoles there will be support for previous Xbox generation games. Now both consoles will also provide the same type of audio. It's a Dolby Digital 5.1 Dolby True HD with Atmos. Both consoles will have 3 USB 3.1 Generation 1 ports and HDMI 2.1 output, the same type of dual band wireless, and 1 GB per second Ethernet card. Both consoles will be able to record clips in 4K 60 frames per second, and you will get some pre-installed digital games and play them at the moment the console launches. If you also pay for the Xbox Game Pass, you get over 100 games and also get the online multiplayer possibility. We also need to know that EA Play will be available on the Xbox and it will cost $4.99 a month or $29.99 per year, and it will let you access free games and also have incredible discounts for other games. Both consoles will have apps like Netflix, Amazon, Disney and many more. When it comes to the dimensions and weight, the S is more light and it's extremely small compared to the X. The X version has 9.4 pounds, which is 4.5 kilograms, while the S version has 4.25 pounds, which is 1.9 kilos. The X version is 15.1 centimeters in width by 13.1 centimeters in height by 15.1 centimeters in length. The S version is a lot way smaller. It has 6.5 centimeters in width, in height 25.7 centimeters and 15.1 centimeters in length. When you buy either of the consoles, you will get an Xbox controller, which is the same for both versions, and in case of the X version you will get an ultra high speed HDMI cable, while for the S version you will get only a high speed HDMI cable. Okay everyone, this is the end. I hope it really helped you in making a decision, so if it did, please like the video and share it with your friends. Also don't forget to subscribe to the channel because that really helps. Thank you very much for watching and I wish you all a great day. Goodbye.